ready? You ready for the question?
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, okay, cool.
Let us guarantee why you teaching from the brother, man? Come on, Charlotte. Come on, Charlotte. Come on, Charlotte. Do the unity camp. Psalm 133. It's all praises to the Most High, man. We out here to expose the lies that we have been told since we stepped foot on this land, man. Nobody up here is a so-called black man or a black woman. Hey, that's a color. Look at how we're all dressed up black, and look at your skin. And tell me I'm lying if I tell you you're not black. Right? Bring that out. Psalm 133 and verse 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity. It's a beautiful thing that we got brothers from all over the country to come out to wake up Israel, to let them know who they are. You so-called blacks, you so-called Hispanics, you so-called Native Americans, y'all are the Israelites. God's chosen people. Don't longer call yourself Bring it out. Curse, man, to call yourself an FBA. That's a curse to call yourself ADOS, a descendant of slavery. We kings up here, man. I come from royalty. Bring that out. Deuteronomy 28 and 37. Bring it out. And thou shalt become an astonishment. The only reason we're in astonishment is because our people are hard-headed. Right. Our people are stiff-necked. Right. They want to do what they want to do. That's right. Give me that in Judges chapter 25 verse 25. Yeah. 21 to 25. Right? We're stiff-necked, hard-headed, and rebellious. We feel like we have the answers to everything. We feel like we know. This has been around since before your grandmother was thought of. I'm going to the Lord before I listen to anybody up there. Right? Judges chapter 21 and verse number 25. In those days, there was no king in Israel. There was no king in Israel, man. Who's our kings now? LeBron James. Who else? There we go. All praises to the Most High. Who's our kings now? Jay-Z. Right, people who support murdering your own people. Right. People who support selling drugs to your own people. Right. Who make goddamn money an idol, man. Those are our kings now. And look what it got us, man. We got women who want to twerk all the time. Right. You got men who are high on pills. Right. You got men who want to kill their brother. Right. You got brothers who don't take care of their children, man. Right. Those kings got us nowhere but in the dirt, man. Right. Keep going, king. There was no king in Israel. Right. Every man did that which was right in his own eyes. They do what's right in their own eyes. But the servants of the Lord and those who come back to serve the Lord, we're going to do what the Lord told us to do. We're going to do what the Lord commanded us to do, man. Life is going to start flourishing in this land, man. Let me get 2nd Esdras chapter 6 and verse 28. Right, bring that out, King. Amos chapter 4 and verse 10. I have sent among you the pestilence after the manner of Egypt. Right, so the Lord is sending out the 10 plagues upon us again, man. Right. And our people are so blind, they don't even realize that we're getting jacked up, man. Excuse my French, we're getting our ass whooped in this land, man. Right. There's nothing prosperous for the so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American man, woman, and child in this land, man. That little bit of money is not going to change anything. Right. Brother, whose face is on the money? The white man's face. Is that going to help us? Who are we going to be giving the money back to? The white man. Right. But nobody wants to think, man. Everybody wants to do what's wise in their own eyes, man. This is a generation that's pure in their own eyes, man. And they haven't cleansed themselves of the folly that they do, man. But that's why the servants of the Lord is stepping up, man. We're here to help the Lord wash the people with the washing of the word, man. And the only way you're going to get it is if the men step up, man. Right. Your young men have I slain with the sword. We getting slain with the sword, man. The police patrolling our neighborhoods, man. We slaying each other, man. We don't have no rest in this land, man. We don't have no ease. It's not easy to be a so-called black man or Hispanic man in this land. Right. Or a black woman or a Hispanic woman in this land. Right. That's why it's time to come back to being an Israelite. That's right. For peace in your house shop. For peace in your house, man. That's what we out here to teach our people, man. Keep going, King. God. And have taken away your horses, and I have made the stink of your camps to come up unto your nostrils. Right, we were a people of agriculture. Right, we were a people of farming. We were a people of substance, man. Now we up here begging for money. please give us money because you killed our forefathers.
Right.
I'd be damned if I'm up there kissing a white man's ass to get some money. And everybody who's a part of that should be ashamed, man. When are we going to stand upon our feet and be bold, man? When are we going to separate the wheats from the tares, man? Those who are really down for the cause, or those who want to talk about it and be seen on TV, man? Because all these brothers up here, we're ready to die for the words of the Lord. Let me get that in 2nd Esdras chapter 8 and verse, 6 and 28, man.
6 and 28, come. The book of 2nd Esdras chapter 6 and verse 28. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome.
Go up one verse.
Verse 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched.
Right, so the evil that's being spread upon our people is about to be put out, man. The evil that was taught in this land was by who? Who taught us to hate ourselves? Who? Say it again, sister. There we go. The evil is being put out now. It's being made manifest who the children of light is in these last days, right?
Verse 28. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome.
And corruption is going to be overcome. Now we're going to touch on showing everybody up here, because everybody up here is of the same lineage, right? We may be different shades of brown, but we all come from the same people, right?
That's right.
So we're going to show you that you're God's chosen people in 3 verses. In 3 verses, and I got your question after that, brother. Don't forget it, brother. All praises, right? Let's go to Deuteronomy. No, let's finish this out, and we're going to go to Deuteronomy 28.
Bring it up, bring it up.
Amos 4, verse 11. And verse 11. I have overthrown some of you as Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, right? And ye were as a firebrand plucked out of the burning. Yet have ye not returned unto me. And we never think to turn back into the Lord, right? Going to the Christian church is not returning to the Lord. Going to these thieving pastors is not returning to the Lord. If you actually read the Bible, let's get Acts 7 and 48. The Lord not dwelling in these temples made with hands. You go on the First Baptist on 14th Street. You go on the First AME on 18th Street. God not hearing you. You're not learning about the Lord. You're just paying the pastor's house note, man. And you're getting that motivational speech to feel good.
Acts chapter 7 and verse 48. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples.
Read it one more time.
Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples.
The Most High don't dwell in temples. The Most High is right here now. Right? The Most High is right here now, and He's cleansing our people from thinking that we're black. He's cleansing our people from thinking that we're African American.
That's right.
We've been in this land over 400 years. How many times has our nationality done changed? First we was Negroes. First we was slaves, Negroes, colored, African American, ADOS, black, nigga. Man, we can keep going on, man. We'll be out here till next year. Naming how many times our nationality done changed, man. But now, if you don't want to return to the Lord, what the Lord say? Therefore, thus will I do unto thee, O Israel. And because I will do this unto thee, what's the Lord going to say? Prepare to meet thy God. Say it again.
Prepare to meet thy God.
If you don't turn to the Lord said prepare to meet your God.
Right.
You know what that means? I'm going to put it on you. You're going to be put to death in the land of what you know not, man. We don't know this land. We built it up, but we don't know it. This is not our home. This is not our home. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 15 to show our people who we truly are, man. So we're not going to sit here and have y'all think y'all can go back over there thinking, yeah, I'm ADOS, I'm FBA, I'm a colored American. You're going to find out that you God's chosen people, the Israelite, and y'all should look at that and find out what tribe you come from. Find out your true lineage, man. Let's get it. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass. When somebody says it's going to come to pass, what does that mean? Say it again. It's going to happen. That's right, sister. If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, we don't listen to the words of the Lord, to observe to do all His commandments and His statutes, what's going to happen? Which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? Say it again, brother. It's a bad thing. You're expecting something evil to happen, something horrible to happen to you. Now let's read these curses, right? Hold that sign up for me, Pagaya Allah, not the other one, the white one, right here. The nations, right? So in the Bible, there are 18 nations of people, right? And we got them listed right here, right? In layman's days terms, we got the white man, the black man, the Arab man, the Chinese man, the Korean man, the African man, right? So we're going to play a game called Guess Who? Y'all remember that game, Guess Who? They'd be like, does he have a mustache? Does he have a beard? Does he have glasses? We're going to find out who's God's chosen people by who fit the curses in the Bible. Right? Let's go to verse 46 first.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So when you have a sign, that's how you know where you're going. Like, where's the sign at, man? The porta potties. We know that's a porta potty because the sign's on it. Those golden arches that look like an M, we know that's what? McDonald's. Right? So we're going to read some of these curses. We're going to read 3 of them and see who it truly fits in these last days. Because we got people who say that they're the Jews, but do they truly fit these prophecies? Right? Let's go to verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So the Lord said the chosen people have enemies who the Lord is going to send against them,
which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
So you got to serve your enemy in hunger. Whenever you get something to eat, who are you getting it from? Is it from us or is it from your enemies? Say it, brother. This is an open platform, man. There's family up here, man. You getting it from your enemies, right?
That's right.
You go to Costco, BJ's, Food Lion, Safeway. Say it again. Red Lobster. You can name any spot you get food from. That your enemies own it. Now let's say this brother right here, Gabar, he owns his own restaurant. Where he getting the materials from to make the food? His enemies. That's right? And what else, King?
And in thirst.
And thirst. Somebody hold up a Deer Park bottle. There we go. Do we own Deer Park? Who owns Deer Park? I can't hear y'all, man. Y'all, we're not scared of no white people up here. We're going to say it loud. The white man own it. Let's go into your enemies for thirst. And what else?
And in hunger.
And in hunger.
Salakia. And in nakedness.
In nakedness. Right, Nike. We don't own Nike. Polo. Under Armour. What else? None of it. Let's say the brother Yakal has his own clothing company. Where he getting the material from?
My enemy.
The enemies. That's right. And what else?
And in one of all things.
I'm going to give 30 seconds. Name one thing you don't got to go to your enemy for. One thing under the heavens you don't got to go to your enemy for.
Bring it out.
Ask him.
Can anybody think of one thing you don't got to go to the so-called white man for? Say it again. Love. Who taught you what love is? The so-called white man. He make romantic flicks on how you supposed to treat your wife. They teach you everything, man. You got to go to your enemy for everything. And what is this enemy going to do?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He'll do what?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
And these are yokes of iron right here. Who's the only people walking around in the world who said their enemies put yokes of iron upon them? Us. There we go, brother. That's one curse. Can the so-called white man say he fit that curse? Or do he go to his brother for stuff? All right, that's one curse, and we all can agree that fits us, right? Let's go to another curse. Let's go to verse 54.
Verse 54.
This is curse number 2.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
So the brotherly love and sisterly love we used to have, what's going to happen?
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Read it one more time.
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
What does it mean when your eye is evil towards your brother? Killing your brother, robbing your brother, setting your brother up, right? Selling your brother drugs, right?
And toward the wife of his bosom.
And toward the wife of his bosom, right? Treating your women bad, right? Whoring them out, making them twerk so you could get money, putting them on street corners, beating them up, not taking care of them after you made them your wives, right? And what else?
And toward the remnant of his children.
So the so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American man is going to have children. What do y'all think he's going to do with his children? What y'all think? Brainwashing. What y'all say?
Which he shall lead.
Which what?
Which he shall lead.
You hit it right on the head, brother. Who here grew up with their father in the house? Look how many of us it is up here and how many hands went up. Right? We fit those curses. Can the so-called white man say he don't grow up with his father in the house? Is he whoring out his women? Is he killing his brother? No. Only the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man can say that. This is the final curse right here.
How did we get to this land called America? I know you know, brother. I see the fringes, brother. Already, man. How did we get to this land? On ships. Let's read it out the Bible. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out!
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. So the Lord said he's going to take his chosen people, the Israelites, back into Egypt. Now what is Moses' famous words that he said to Pharaoh? Let my what? Let my people go. If you're telling somebody, let my people go, are they free? What is the condition? They're what? Say it again. They were slaves in Egypt.
Right.
So if he said, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt again, that means he's going to bring you back into what? Bondage, slavery. That's right. But the Bible explains itself, so we're going to let the Bible explain it.
Come on. It's the book, it's like, right? The book of Micah, right? Chapter 4 and verse number 6. Actually,
Bring it out!
right? The book of Deuteronomy, right? Chapter 6. Deuteronomy, chapter 5 and verse number 6. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage.
From the house of bondage, right? So the brother's going to read it verbatim, and we're going to substitute bondage and slavery for Egypt, right? Deuteronomy 28:68 from top. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. What's Egypt? Slavery. So the Lord's going to bring his chosen people back into slavery with ships. With what?
With ships.
That's in what?
With ships.
This in the Holy Bible that's in everybody's house that's collecting dust that nobody want to open up.
That's right.
The Lord is going to bring his chosen people back into slavery on ships, right? By the way whereof I spake unto thee. This was written over 4,000 years ago, right? The way the Lord said it was going to happen, it definitely happened that way. In the 1500s, well, the 1400s, with our brothers in the northern tribes, the so-called Hispanics.
Right.
The 15, 16, 17, and 1800s with the so-called black, Haitian, and Jamaican man, right? Thou shalt see no more again. We haven't seen our homeland since. If I took a poll of all of us up here and asked what's our homeland, we'll get 1,000 different answers. Somebody say Africa, somebody say Ethiopia, somebody say the whole world. We don't even know where we're from. We just go with the flow. Whatever the white man tell us, we feel like it's okay. That's right, master. That's where I'm from.
That's right.
But there's no more tap dancing and fetching anymore, man. We're standing up bold, right? And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies. And we were sold unto our enemies. That's why everybody up here has the last name of a so-called white man. Right. Jackson, Johnson, Williams, Willard, whatever your last name is, it damn sure ain't your name.
Right.
You put your name on something that you what? You possess it. Right? So you'll be sold unto your enemies for bondmen, slave men, and bond women, and slave women, and no man shall buy you. And that's why we're in this condition today, because we don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. Right? Give me Hosea chapter 8 and 14, man. So now we're going to go back. If you know you keep burning yourself when you touch the stove, what you going to do? Stop touching the stove, right? So if all these atrocities, hold that sign up for me, Bob Gashaw. The one standing up. Right, hold that up. If all of this happened to our people for breaking the commandments and not keeping the laws of God, what should we start doing? Keep the commandments. That's right. We should start keeping the commandments.
Hosea chapter 8 and verse 14. For Israel had forgotten his maker.
We forgot the Lord. All we know is what we see. If it's not tangible, I don't believe it. Right? We forgot the Lord. All we see is money, cars, weed, women, these idols that these celebrities, that these white people set up. Why is Gucci Man and Kodak Black speaking for me? I don't know what they're talking about, man.
Right.
These people don't represent the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, man.
Right.
The Lord represents us.
That's right. Israel had forgotten his maker and built up temples, and Judah have multiplied fenced cities, but I will send a fire upon his cities, and it shall devour the places thereof.
And the Lord is devouring us for not keeping the commandments. So we're going to start handing out these commandments so that y'all can remember this. Right. So y'all won't leave from here saying, I'm a black man, I'm a black woman, I'm a Hispanic man, I'm a Hispanic woman, I'm looking for the so-called white man who trying to creep in, right, to give me money. Yeah, no, you can go ahead. Right, it's a family affair, you know that. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 11 and 7, man. See, we bold up here. We don't bite our tongue when it comes to our enemies, man. We keep it real, man. And we blunt with our people, man. We're going to say this stuff and it's going to hurt your feelings, but it's going to make you think. It's going to make you wake up. It's going to make you stop being niggas. Make you stop being bad bees and start being kings and princesses of the Lord, right?
That's right. Leviticus chapter 11 and verse number 7.
Read out.
And the swine.
And what?
And the swine.
Now we all know what swine is, don't we? Look, the brothers is walking off, they hearing about the swine, man. Right? And the swine,
Though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud.
he's what?
He is unclean to you.
Right?
Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
So no more eating pork, brothers and sisters. Can we stop eating pork for the Lord? Can we stop eating pork for the Lord? That's how you show that you love the Lord. Right? You can't send God a postcard saying I love you. You can't go up to the third heavens and give him a hug. Right? Let's go to John chapter 14 and 15. This is how you show that you love the Lord.
That's right.
Whoever got it first.
Book of John, chapter 14 and verse 15. And it reads, if ye love me.
Wait, what color is this?
Red letters.
What does it mean when it's in red letters in the Bible? There we go. Who the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ is speaking.
That's right. That's right. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
How do you show you love God?
Keep my commandments.
So if you love God, from this day forward, November 5th, 2022, you will never touch pork again.
Right.
But that's solely if you love the Lord.
That's right.
The brother, I know you ain't gonna eat pork no more, are you? No more pork. But there's more to it, brother. Right? This is a huge book right here. Let me get Baruch 4 and 1. Right? It's not just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 commandments. It's way more than that. Right?
This is Baruch chapter 4 verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever.
So this is the whole book of the commandments of the Lord. Everything this is the Apocrypha. Oh, Baruch. Yeah, it's in the Apocrypha. Right? This brother has a 1611 with the Apocrypha in it. Right? So the churches, what they do is they take stuff. There we go, brother. There we go. So this right here, this whole Bible is the books of the commandments of the Lord. Right.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
And the Lord is not the God of the dead. He's the God of the living.
That's right.
So if you're trying to find the Lord, you want to keep the commandments, right?
But such as leave it shall die.
Shall what?
Shall die.
The blood is off our hands. If you want to go back and touch and eat that pork, the Lord is going to kill you. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no cut cards. Right? Everybody thinks the Lord is hugging and he's smiling all the time. The Lord is angry with the wicked every day. And our people have been wicked. Our people have been evil. And now it's time to retract from our evil ways, right? Let's go back to Leviticus 11.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 8. Their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
So we're leaving from the land to the sea now, right?
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So you can only eat fish that come out of the water. But what do our people love to eat that come out of the water? Shrimps, crabs, lobsters. You see how everybody was quick, right? And some of y'all licking your lips like I can't wait to eat some. Right? Keep going with that.
And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, and of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
So that crab, shrimp, lobster, all that stuff that we just screamed out is an abomination unto the Lord. Unto the 12 tribes of Israel, y'all shouldn't be eating it. Now, how many people up here eat crab, shrimp, and lobster? You don't got to be ashamed. Vegetarian, right? From this day forward, same thing with the pork. We're not going to pick up any bottom feeders anymore. We're not going to pick that up. We're not going to defile our body anymore. Right? Because this body isn't ours. This body belongs unto the Lord. Let me chapter 3 and 16. This is not your body. As much as you think it is, this is not your body. This body belongs to the Lord. And you want to keep your body consecrated unto the Lord. So I'm not going to put something in it that the Lord commanded me not to, as y'all should feel the same way. Because we ate all those abominable foods, all these curses came upon our people. You see that baby getting eaten by an alligator? That's called gator bait.
Right.
That's our cousin, because we wanted to eat these foods. Right. Because we wanted to eat pork, we allowed that gator to eat our cousin. Right. We got to take responsibility for our actions.
That's right.
Come. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse number 16.
Read it out.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
So the Lord is going to destroy you if you're defiling your temple.
That's right.
So from this day forward, not as black people, ADOS, FBA, whatever title that they want to give you, but as an Israelite, you're not going to defile your temple anymore, right? What's our nationality? Judah.
That's right.
Israelite for the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
We should all be saying this on a collective basis, right? We're not lost anymore. We found our identity. We know who we are. What's our nationality? Israelite from the tribe of Judah. We're Israelites. What's our nationality?
Israelites.
Come on, we gotta say that better, man. What's our nationality? Israelites. You see how mighty that is? That's mighty right there, man. That's mighty. Let's go back to more commandments, man.
Exodus 20 verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
Do what?
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
So the Lord told us to remember the Sabbath day. Does anybody up here know what day the Sabbath day is? Saturday. Right? Well, let's find out what we can't do on the Sabbath day.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Salakia, y'all brothers see the work that the Most High is doing? But it's not a hidden mystery when the Sabbath is anymore. It's not a hidden mystery that bottom feeders is bad for us, man. That's the Spirit of the Lord working, man. You can't do nothing against the truth before it, man. All praises.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
So you can't work on the Sabbath day. So from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, you, your wife, your husband, your children, your father, your mother, nobody should be working on the Sabbath day.
That's right.
Right? The Lord loved our people so much, he commanded us to rest.
That's right.
He said, you better rest on the day I told you to.
Right.
But if you leave it up to the so-called white man, he'll work you 24/7, 365. Ain't no clocking up. Right. Am I lying? That's the truth. Right?
Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day, wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
So the Lord blessed the 7th day and hallowed it. Today is a holy day. Brother, make sure you get a flyer before you head out, brother. Right? Make sure that you keep these Sabbath days holy. You got one, brother? All praises. Who up here doesn't have a flyer? Right? Let's make sure that everybody who doesn't have a flyer gets one, please. Right? And here's another thing that you can't do on the Sabbath day. And what day is the Sabbath day? Saturday. That's right, sister.
Book of Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware of any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
So you can't buy or sell on the Sabbath day. So from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, nobody up here should be buying anything.
Right.
Get what you need beforehand.
Right.
Right? Not because we're black people, not because we're ADOS, but because we're what?
Israelites.
That's
right. One more. Let me get one more precept. Yeah, let's get Luke. Right? All praise to the Most High, man. This is how we should be gathering, man. We're not supposed to be gathering doing the cha-cha slide, the electric slide, whatever slides they got us doing, man. We're supposed to be demanding our people to keep the commandments.
That's right.
Waking up to 144,000
Teach
get up out of here, man. This is not living. This is what hell is in the Bible. This is the epitome of being afflicted day in and day out. And we should be crying unto the Lord so we can be restored as a nation. So we can get out of this land that we built into our own land. Right? Let's bring that out.
Luke chapter 18 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
And shall not Yahweh avenge his own elect?
So the Lord is coming to get his elect. 12,000 from the 12 tribes of Israel. Right?
Which cry day and night unto him.
If you're not crying unto the Lord day and night for the atrocities you see going on in the world, You may not be part of the elect. You may love it here in America, Babylon the Great, right? You may be, what they say in that song, the Fugees, a boy on the side of Babylon trying to front like you down with Mount Zion. You fronting, man. You fronting like you really with the Lord. If you're not crying and shedding tears for the things you see, you may not be part of the elect.
That's right. Though he bear along with them, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily.
The Lord is coming like a thief in the night. He coming to get you when you least expect it, right? And I didn't get to get into any of the commandments, but our sisters have to stop wearing pants. Right. Where our sisters have to put on dresses. How many princesses have you ever seen wearing pants? Right? None, right? None, right? That's a commandment we didn't get to touch on, but the next brother get into, right?
Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh,
when the Son of Man cometh, who the world calls Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahushua HaMashiach,
right? Shall he find faith on earth?
Shall he what?
Shall he find faith on earth?
If he's not going to find you with faith, you're going to be cast out and utterly destroyed. Now, this is a faith builder right here for everybody up here. I've never seen so many people say they was Israel at one time, man. Call on y'all about Shem Yahushua. Put that shalom. Put that shalom. Put that shalom. The next brother is coming up to edify you more, man. That's done with. Ain't no better place to be than serving the Lord.